A while ago, I went through a cozy gaming phase. There are quite a few on my backlog, but one has been calling out to me for a while now, and that is A Short Hike. It sees you stepping into the wings of a bird named Claire as she attempts to make it to the top of Hawk Peak in search of signal for a phone call. It certainly lives up to the name, as the game is, indeed, short, but boy does it pack in a lot for its playtime. To start off, I need to emphasise how beautiful this game is. It is blocky in an artistic way, and the colours pop off the screen. The visuals are paired with a fantastic musical score, which, when combined, creates an air of tranquility from start to finish. It is almost like you've been actually transported to that island. It is the type of ambience that I could have on in the background to relax. As mentioned earlier, the main objective is to make it to the top of Hawk Peak. To do this, you have to acquire golden feathers that allow you to upgrade general movement. Feathers can be obtained through various means that have you exploring the gorgeous island, interacting with various characters, and completing quests. To make it to the top, you only need around 8 feathers, which is well below the amount in the game. However, I highly recommend trying everything that the game has to offer. The island is bigger than I expected, but it's still small enough to feel contained and stop it from being an overwhelming open world. Even someone like me who lacks orienteering skills was able to figure out the layout of the map. It helped that traversal is such a joy, and that the desire to explore comes naturally. There are 3 main ways of navigating the island: running, climbing, and gliding, all of which can be upgraded with the aforementioned golden feathers. You can also use special flowers that are native to the island as springboards once you water them. This is a neat feature that makes returning to places that you've already been a lot quicker. There are tons of things to do, including fishing, collecting coins, and completing side missions. Secrets are scattered everywhere, and investigating everything definitely enriches the experience. You also meet a ton of interesting characters on your journey, who have a fair bit of personality. In fact, they are pretty reminiscent to villagers you would find in Animal Crossing. It feels like they are living their own life outside of the main character, which, again, helps to bring this game to life. Some are a little strange. The sweat isn't in the right place. Okay. It is wise to speak to everyone that you run into, as you may receive items or a request from them. My favourite was the beach stickball minigame, which was surprisingly challenging. 2 kids are playing on the beach and teach you how to play. A game with no winner, as everyone is on one team. You basically have to hit the beach ball back and forth over the net with a stick, aiming to get over 30 in order to pop the related achievement. It took me more goes than I care to admit, and if it ever became an Olympic sport, I think that Claire would absolutely smash it after all the practice I gave her. However, this game isn't all just cozy fluff. It gets surprisingly real at times. This is a spoiler warning for the end of the game. By the time I had made it to the top of the mountain, I had explored so much that I forgot why I was trying to get there in the first place. It really threw me off when we learned that Claire was desperate for signal because she was waiting on a call from her mother, who had just had surgery. At the beginning, it appears to be a story about getting away from screens and embracing nature, but it was a pleasant surprise to see there was far more going on underneath. To have the full experience for all of you completionists out there, I definitely recommend doing a blind playthrough first. It can be done in around an hour, and the game has so much heart that it deserves your attention. Anything that you missed can be cleared up pretty easily with a guide. It is the perfect game to pick up and just escape into for a while, especially after a long day. It may be simple in almost every aspect, but boy did it manage to impress.